Hi everyone, welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings, episode 15, where Aoi is thankful for Ageha for helping him improve his trust between the other dorm mates. And it all started with Ageha's cooking, because they were able to get everyone at the table, and it allowed Aoi to explain his situation to the other dorm mates, the fact that he's overworked, has school to go to, and that he wants the other dorm mates to share some of his workload. And that's where he was able to assign some of the duties. And more importantly, Kotori got some of the work as well, compared to before where she was put aside because of her disability and is in a wheelchair. So let's see how it's gonna go moving forward. So he tells Ageha, "Thanks for today, Ageha. You really helped me out."
いいって。葵が困ってるとき、私が助ける。普通なことでしょ。
So as a childhood friend, I'll always help you. Or I should help you. Yeah, same goes for you. And even Hat agrees. So Hat came waddling down from the corridor.
おー、アヒルさん、どうしたの？見送りに来てくれたの？
Oh, Duck-san, what's up?
わが。
Okay, so, Hat says yes. So Hat flapped his wing towards Ageha. So maybe he's saying thanks for helping Kotori. Those are his feelings as her housemate.
じゃあ、部屋に戻ったら伝えて。今日は楽しかったねって。かー。
Okay, I'll do that, says Hat. So the way he replied made it seem like he completely understood what Ageha had said, and Hat wiggled his tail as he walked off.
かわいい。
So Ageha's like, So in the last episode, she really wanted to live here as well, so that she could enjoy Aoi's cooking, like Kotori and the other girls. Okay, take care on your way back.
またね。
Okay, see you later. Okay, so Hat returns to Kotori's room.
ハット、どこ行ってたの？はい、おやつのキュウリ。
I think Hat really wants Kotori to be better. And I'm pretty sure Hat understands that Kotori's kind of isolated, depressed. And for some reason she always puts herself away from the other female tenants. So even the other girls don't really know much about Kotori, including Kanako. So anything that would help Kotori would be grateful.
かー。ねえ、聞いてハット。今日ね、私ご飯作るの手伝ったのよ。
So the idea that Kotori helped make dinner, that kind of brightened her up. And now she's happily talking about it to Hat. It was like one step or one footstep out from her isolation.
鶏肉のなんとか煮込みって言うんだけど、みんな美味しいって言ってた。
And she enjoyed the positive comments that she got from the dinner because she obviously put some work into it and she gets a credit for it.
私も食べたけど本当に美味しかったの。
And she enjoyed it as well.
すごいでしょ。
And I'm pretty sure Hat is happy to hear or see Kotori smile. But obviously that's just one step, so that means there's more to come. Kotori needs to work harder. And there's something else that's bothering her as well.
もうすぐ今日が終わっちゃう。
So she's kind of sad that her happiest day today is gonna end soon. But that doesn't mean it's the end. There's more happy days to come, as long as Kotori keeps her work at it.
楽しかったな。
So, Kotori is smiling. That's one positive sign. Because she got to do some work, and she got praise for it. And even though it's just one day, it also means that Kotori could keep the ball rolling, do some more work, make some more accomplishments, and hopefully she does come out of her isolation and her depression. So I wonder what's happening now. This might be Aoi's memories from the past. So I push down on the heavy black pedals and the gears creak. I worry that the chain, which is stretched to its limit, will snap and fly off at some point. Ooh, that's pretty bad. However, there's no time to think about that during the hill climb. Oh, I can't do this anymore. This sport is just way too severe. I'm not proud of this, but I decided not to put myself through any pointless hardship. I don't enjoy putting in a lot of effort. And just ahead of me is something fun, so that's why I can do my best. And at that time, I was getting closer and closer to it. Finally, the top of the slope. As I climbed to the top of the slope, the view all of a sudden opened up. Below me is the town, spreading far into the distance, and a steep downhill road. Finally, the time has come for my reward. I lower my posture, kick down on the pedal, and accelerate in the blink of an eye. And in spite of the headwind that would have been so problematic on the flat ground, I cut through it like a bullet. On a downhill slope, speeds can reach close to 80 kilometers per hour, so about 50 miles per hour. If that were a car driving through the city, it would breeze past as it overtook other cars. Well, they're not in a city, or he's not in a city. This is probably some field of some sort. If I come off my bike now, I'll be seriously injured. Well, if you use your brakes, then you won't be injured, you'll be okay. No joke. I could even die. Well, for most people, when they go downhill, they would use their brakes to slow down and bring the bicycle or vehicle to a comfortable speed. After all, when we race, we are almost completely exposed. The road is winding and still not flat. At high speeds, when I entrust my body to the inertia, the wheels bounce on the uneven road surface. Well, I think I really might want to slow down a bit, because at 80 kilometers an hour, it's really, really hard to control your bike. And going through a pretty rough road at 80 miles per hour, that kind of makes it very dangerous, because you might hit something and, well, you know what happens next. Strangely, I don't feel any fear. But for an expert cyclist like him, he pretty much knows what he's doing. As an expert cyclist, I only feel overwhelming exhilaration. Nevertheless, I mustn't lose concentration. It's not like I hadn't predicted that there might be unforeseen circumstances. Even so. Oh, that doesn't look pleasant. So I think he got too overconfident about his cycling skills that he ended up injuring himself. So he must have hit something and fallen off and sustained serious injuries. Because we do know that at some point Ayo had to give up on cycling, and that's why he transferred to this Keifu Academy, where the focus is on engineering and science rather than sports. So that was his dream. When I opened my eyes, I thought that I was on the hospital bed. Sure, there is an unfamiliar ceiling, but I soon realized that it wasn't a hospital. So I had a dream where he remembered when he did that cycling, and when he went downhill at a really fast speed, something happened, he injured himself, and was sent to the hospital. And when he woke up, he realized, wait a minute, this is my room, not the hospital. I still don't really feel like this is my room though. I lie on my side on the bed and vacantly try to recall what happened in my dream. I forgot most of it from the shock of waking up, but I had an idea of what kind of dream it was. So I don't think Aoi remembers much about that incident. So maybe that shock or impact caused him to have some memory loss. So he looks at the alarm clock. 11:42. Okay, so it's almost noon. And even though it's Sunday, I slept too long. Well, Sundays, you want to rest up good before, the intense weekday starting Monday. But anyways, looks like Aoi still has some work to do, even on Sunday. So he has to fix some leaks and maybe do some cleaning and let's see what else. But then again, it kind of feels weird that it's Sunday. If there's nothing to do, it kind of feels awkward. So he gets up and he looks down at his knee. Okay, so he sees a scar that he got from surgery. So he injured himself, he had to go to the hospital and get surgery. It was the first time I'd seen it in a while. The dream about that time. In the last few days, because of how busy I'd been and the change of scene, I'd gone without having any unnecessary thoughts. So I think the mom wanted him to work here as dorm mother, so he'd be busy and he wouldn't have time to reflect back on what happened during that incident with cycling. It's like you're gonna be busy, and the school that you're in has nothing to do with cycling or sports. It's all engineering and science. Well, things had only calmed down a little, but I had let my guard down emotionally. So the moment Sunday, he doesn't have much to do. He kind of has time to reflect back on that incident in cycling. Well, somehow I felt strangely sluggish and didn't feel like getting out of bed. And someone's knocking on the door, so I wonder who it is. Okay, so it's one of the boarders or female tenants, Sanae. So it's Sanae, the third grade boarder. She's quite a cheerful person, but I always feel like she's keeping her distance from me. Well, despite that now, It sounds like an emergency. I wonder what's going on. Because she wouldn't be knocking this hard on Aoi's door. I'm awake. Just come on in. Okay. He opens the door. Oh, what is it? Oh, you have a visitor. Oh. So it's exciting news for Aoi. So while thinking it was strange for Sanai to get so excited, I quickly got changed and left the room. So who's the visitor? Maybe Ageha? So look outside the entrance to see...
Yo, Aoi.
Oh, so it's Tatsuya or Anchan. Oh, Anchan! Hello. So when she said I had a visitor, she meant Anchan. The boarders poked their heads out from behind the wall of the hallway and looked at Anchan from a distance. It's just like Anchan to be completely unfazed by this weird spectacle. Well, I think he's kind of used to it. Here, eat this with the boarders. So Anchan said as he passed me a welcoming present. So what is it? Shingen mochi?
ご近所さんからもらったお土産なんだが、うちじゃ食い切れなくてな。
We were given this by someone in the neighborhood, but we couldn't eat all of it. That kind of sounds a little bit wrong, but at least he's sharing specialty food with Aoi. Oh, is this what I think it is? So Anchan had always been popular with the girls. Especially with much older ladies. He often received presents from them, particularly from the elderly ladies. It's possible that he could become like the straw millionaire, and even if he just walked around the town for a day, there'd be no shortage of things to eat. So he gets a lot of presents. So take the souvenir from Anchan and pass it to Yuka and the others who are half hidden behind the wall of the hallway. So even still, these girls, they don't really know much about Aoi yet. Or who he's acquainted with, like all of his friends. Here, he said we should eat this together. But they seem excited about who Anchan is, or Tatsuya. He's my childhood friend, and his name, or I call him Anchan. So they're kind of excited about Anchan. The others all start saying, "Really?" Oh, Anchan, come on in. I'll pour you a cup of tea or something.
でもここ女子寮だろ?
So he does recognize that this is probably not the place for him. Yeah, you're right. But it's okay. Well, because I'm staying here, I don't really think about it that often. Okay.
来いよ。昼飯おごってやる。
Oh, come on, I'll treat you to lunch. So, I always kind of used to it, well, he has to because he's the dorm mother, but for Anchan, he kind of respects the boundaries and he doesn't feel comfortable being here, so, well, whatever works for him. So he takes Aoi out
どうだ?
to lunch. So how is it here? I was like, yeah, it's nice. It feels relaxing.
無理すんな。この景色見て故郷に帰ってきた気分にはならないだろ?
Yeah, I guess not. So the reconstruction work has been completed in this area, and it feels like a new town. There are many brand new buildings, and the roads are neatly paved, and there's not a trace of Kazegarura that I once knew. So it's modernized, everything's new, it pretty much has little trace of what it was in the past. It was probably a small village. Though I remember this street, I mean, I used to come down here almost every day. If you go this way, it leads to the Kazami shopping street. I think that got taken down. It's a place where me, Ageha, and the others were born and raised. It had a small shopping street. My family had a small real estate agency set up on one side of the street. And Ageha's family had a sporting goods store. And Masatsugu had a ramen restaurant. And Ageha, so then there's Anchan's place, which is a town factory near the shopping street. So Masatsugu, that's the guy with glasses, and he claims that he has this really special girlfriend called Eri-chan, and she goes to this really fancy all-girls school, and even tried to show off about it to Aoi with pics of her, and it's like well, she's in a band and I'm part of it as well, even though I'm not really sure if he plays guitar or not, but he says he does. So my childhood friends and I were all kids of the Kazami shopping street, so we all played together. However, the shopping street disappeared due to the reconstruction. So they talked about this a few episodes ago.
ウィンディにはもう行ったのか?
So I think he's referring to Windmill Hill. Oh, no. So, I've been to the underground shopping arcade a few times, and I went to buy groceries. So I'm trying to talk about a place that's named Windy, not Windmill Hill. But that was where I went yesterday with Ageha and Kotori. So that was a time when Kotori was like the shopping cart, while Ageha and Aoi were going around the store picking the ingredients that he needed to make the special meal that he made last night. So we haven't seen the above ground part yet. Yeah, that's right. So I think it's a pretty big shopping district. So there's like stores on surface level in addition to the underground shops. I was busy, so I hadn't been there. So how about we look at the above ground shops then? Okay, so he goes back to the same place he went to yesterday, and this time he's gonna be on Service Street instead of underground. So this looks impressive as well. You can see all those curvatures, all those lines, and it kind of complements the underground portion of the shopping center yesterday. So even I always amazed at the architecture of this above ground shopping district. So it's called Wende Kazegarura. It's a large shopping mall built on the site of the small Kazami shopping street where we grew up. I've been to the underground level before, but I always enter using the entrance at the back, which is near the dormitory. So I don't know what it was like above. Oh, okay. So it's like he takes the back entrance. It probably has a hallway that connects right to the underground portion of the shopping center. So in a sense, I will never get the chance to see the other shops that are above ground. I thought it would be a big building, but I can't believe that the Kazami shopping street used to be here. So it's like even though it's the same place, it's hard to imagine what it was like in the past when you look at this place and how it's basically sitting on top of what a quiet Kazami shopping district was. So this and Windmill Hill are one of the big tourist spots. Well, I didn't feel at all like I had come back to my hometown. On the contrary, I felt like I was lost in some unknown country. So what happened to everyone from the shopping street? So some of them did set up their shops here. And I'm pretty sure some of them relocated to somewhere else. But everyone's doing okay, which is good. So some people did end up moving out to somewhere else. I'm actually surprised that they were able to build this, because usually there's some people that are against redevelopment because it really destroys the heritage, the culture, the history of this place. And some people like the idea that this is like an old style shopping or old style store, and when you redevelop or when you change this place, it's gonna be gone forever. And I really want people maybe 100 years down the road to see this old shop and see how it kind of ties back to how this city started. So kind of serves as a memory or some historical value about how this place first built up before all the redevelopment, all the modernization took place. So there are people like that, and they're willing to fight to death to prevent the place from being modernized. Ageha had said that she had moved. So you want to know where Ageha lives, right? Okay, so she happens to be nearby. So maybe she should explain where she's living now, because that kind of makes sense. Or that does make sense. So Ageha appeared with uncanny timing. Hey, why did you leave me out? Well, I don't think they were planning to have her or meet up with her. It was just gonna be Anchan and Aoi. Oh, but you said you were busy. You had to do some work at your family shop, right? I think she's lying. It's like, oh, I'm done, so I have time. Reply Ageha, who was standing in front of Himeji Sports. Okay, so she still has the shop from before. It's just it's in a new place. That's what's still on the sign. Oh yeah, you said you moved house, but you also said that the shop was now in Windy, didn't you? So it's Himegi Sports. This is the sporting goods store managed by Ageha's father. As far as I remember, it was a small town sporting goods store, but now it's kind of a trendy sports store aimed at young people. They must be thinking of the kind of clientele they get in the shopping mall, but because it's so different to how it was when I was a kid, I'm slightly confused now. So is my shop great? As part of the modernization, I made this shop, or my family made the shop more attractive. So he's able to change the store and cater to a new group of people. I answered while slightly dazed. Okay, so Hotaru is here. So as Ageha called from inside the store, a petite girl smaller than Ageha came outside. What is it, Achan? Oh look, Anchan and Aoi are here. So I think he knows her as well. So Hotaru opened her eyes for a moment, and then looked up at me. Her face seemed to say, "Is this big guy standing here really Aoi? In that case, I should prove it myself." Oh, long time no see, Hotaru, or Hotaru. I rubbed Hotaru's head in the same way that An-chan did to me. She doesn't like it. Hotaru wiggles her head around at her wit's end as I rub it. She's Ageha's younger sister. Okay. She's only 1 year younger, so we used to play together a lot as kids. Her personality is the complete opposite of her sister because she's shy and quiet, versus Ageha, who's all energetic and outgoing. Ha ha ha, you've gotten bigger too. You've grown. Rub rub. Okay, so Ageha's here to stop Aoi from rubbing her. I'm not being mean, am I, Hotaru? It's a nice pinching her cheeks. I let go, and for a little while, Hotaru continued moving her head round and round, even though I wasn't doing anything. Okay. So I'll go ahead and stop here. So we're gonna see what happens next. Now that pretty much all of them, or most of Aoi's childhood friends have gathered here. And we'll see what happens next, what they're gonna do next in this modernized shopping district. So we do know that An-chan is inviting Aoi to lunch, but it happens to be near where Ageha is and her sister Hotaru. So we'll see how it goes from there. And with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.